Ever since I saw the trailer for The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits, all I could think about was this one catchphrase from a beloved Pixar film.
Adventure is out there!
That's right, it's the beloved 2009 Pixar hit Up. It follows the tale of two young explorers with the same goal, looking to find Paradise Falls, an exotic and uncharted world deep in the jungle of South America. Over the years, these two cuties fall in love and rebuild their beloved playhouse into a beautiful and cozy home and go on to play out the most heartbreaking 7 minutes of a movie I have ever seen. So, my goal today is to recreate this iconic house, balloons and all, and it's from one of my favorite films, and it really fits the theme here of adventure awaits, and maybe through this process we can prove
adventure is out there.
Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so we're gonna start our build here in San Myshuno on this 30 by 30 lot, this old salt house. Now, as we enter this world, we can kind of see that this is a very bustling city. It's great for our narrative of this build because there's even some construction going on here. We're gonna bulldoze this whole lot. We have a lot of space to work with. So, because this is a floating house, I have to do some steps to make it float. So, with your room tool here, I'm going to pick where roughly my front door is gonna go. So right about there maybe? And then I'm gonna go up one floor. So from here, I'm gonna go over and take this square platform tool, and I'm gonna place this right here, and then I'm gonna pull it over just slightly, right about there. I'm gonna move it to be in that corner. Perfect. So this is going to be our porch. Now from here, I kind of want to build out from this. So I'm gonna take my wall tool here. I'm going to do a little diagonal, do two, and then one going this way. So this is the front of our house. I'm gonna pull this in and over. Now I could just make some squares to fill this up, but sometimes it makes more sense to just kind of draw around it to make my shell. So I'm gonna go there, pull this back. I'm gonna make this little bump out here. This is gonna be a little window space for an office. And then close that off. So there's the shell of our first floor. Now to make the second floor, all I'm gonna do is take that room tool and close off that bay window. I'm gonna go in and copy this, go up to our second floor and just place it right on top. Yeah. Now let's tackle these stairs in the front. So I will be deleting this little 1x1 square here, but for now I'm gonna leave it just so I can eyeball what's going on. I'm gonna take this entire thing and I'm going to take this middle tool and raise it up. She is lifted, honey. All right, so then I'm going to take another room tool, make another little platform here. So I'm gonna go down. I can use this as a reference, so I think it's right about here. Is that right? Let's move it over one. I swear building in The Sims is just trying things over and over until it works. So there we have quite a bit of a length up. Now I want to make a staircase to go here to there. So let's go in, see if we can find that. Yeah, there is our staircase. I want to pull this up slightly. And you're just going to find it till it's the height you want it. But this is essentially our floating house. The beginnings of our up house is here. So let's go ahead and delete the walls. And then we can just delete that one. This, you have to keep this little platform here for it to make sense, but we will fill that in as we go. Oops, see what happens? That's looking good though. I don't mind that at all. Let's talk about everybody's favorite thing, roofing. So I'm gonna go in with this gabled roof piece and I'm gonna place it right in the corner there. Then I'm gonna yank it across and then down. So it covers most of the roof here. Then I'm gonna go in and create the iconic pointy roof piece in the front. So I'm gonna take another gabled roof piece, place that down, pull that across so it's covering that. Then I'm gonna yank this up so it's higher than the other roof piece. And I'm just gonna look at it. Look how pretty that water is. Sorry, got distracted. So I'm gonna pull that across. Then I'm gonna stick this all the way back so it covers the rest of that piece. Now I'm gonna take this side and pull it in so it's being covered by the other roof. Yeah, that's looking good. And then we go in for this bump out here. I'm gonna take a half-hipped roof and I'm gonna place that, and then I'm gonna squish it slightly. Then I'm gonna take the eaves on the side here and I'm gonna yank it down so it kind of sticks out. Same thing with this piece right here. I'm gonna go in with a hipped roof and place that down. Then I'm going to cover this side so I get this little flat piece on the top. And then I'm just gonna play with the angle again and I'm gonna pull those eaves out. Kind of a fun way that you can adjust a curvature of a roof piece is I'm gonna hit Shift C. And what that does is it brings up more options for you to tilt out your roof. So I'm gonna make this a little curvier, and same thing with this piece here. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. So we're gonna also make a little dormer here. So for my dormer, I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna draw out a little 2 by 2 room, just like that. Then I'm gonna go up a level and I'm gonna grab another one of our gabled roof pieces. And I'm gonna place that right on that, and then I'm gonna squish this in. I might even get away with scooting this tiny room back one, like that. Yeah, I think that's more of what I want. Then I'll put my roof piece on. Yeah, so quaint. So if you see here that it's sticking out of the sides, what you can do is hit Shift again, and I'm gonna pull in that eaves on that side. So it's in line with the other roof. And that is looking really good. I believe that we tackled the roof. So a feat, I tell you. So let's move on to my favorite part, is the siding of this build. So arguably one of the best things about this build is these yellow shingles right on the front there. And then I'm gonna wrap this around on this side. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go in with the shingles here, and I'm gonna use this kind of darker pink just on the top part of this bump out part. Next, we can go in with some roofing patterns. I love this roof shingle from Enchanted by Nature. It just looks really worn in and kind of like they did it themselves. Then I'm gonna try to match the shingles here with this scalloped pine roof from Base Game, and I'm just gonna plop that right on. And I think that's the closest we're gonna get. For this side, we're gonna take this pink one as well and put that right on there. Maybe I do a little darker one actually. I think that brings out some of the color more. Now our dormer is gonna be this orange siding from Base Game, and then I'm also gonna do that with just this first floor that kind of wraps around the front there. I'm gonna take this pastel green one from Base Game and put that around the front. I'm also gonna take that orange siding and place it along the side here. I'm gonna take this pink clapboard crush. Actually, I decided I think I like this pink-ish brick here. So I'm just gonna place that along the sides. So for the back here, because we use the same roof piece, I'm just gonna continue on with this yellow in the back. Then I'm gonna go in with some blue to add that right in there. I might even bring this over. This side is yellow, so I'm just going to deck this out with some yellow. And then that blue kind of carries over to the front. Let's add a little roof trim. So I found this woodland knot roof trim from Enchanted by Nature. It has a cute little design on it and just adds a really nice touch. So I'm going to go around and place that underneath our main roof here, and then over on this side as well. This little yellow trim is from For Rent. It is just precious and so cute. And this build is really coming together. Let's look at windows. I'm gonna start with our little dormer on top. We're gonna use this base game. We got this in a pack update not too long ago. And a little trick, if you layer a few of these, then it makes it look a little bit frosted, so you won't see any wall behind it. I'm also gonna use the same window here. I'm gonna use this fancier version from Strangerville for there. And then the smaller ones just around our bay window. I'm gonna use this Beautiful window from base game here on the side, this other one from base game to match, this tiny one in our kitchen, this one right on top. Again, I'm just gonna frost it out a little bit, and then another really short one near the door in the back. Closing it out with a few more of these around the sides. And I think that's all of our windows here. I love this front door from Jungle Retreat, just right in front. Then let's go in with some spandrels. This one is from base game. Then I'm gonna use this gate from Strangerville. This column is also from Strangerville. And I'm just gonna place that around our porch. Now, if you have an open porch like this and you want to close it off, there's this yellow box around the room. This is going to build your ceiling back. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now, I decided I think I want this room to bump out a tiny bit. So I'm just going to pull it forward slightly. So we have this kind of slight overhang here. And it did mess with our roof. I'm going to pull this forward. And then our dormer needs to come forward as well. And then that roof piece, like so. Then I'm just gonna come in with a little bit of concrete just to kind of blend this in a little bit to match the siding. And then I'm gonna find a really worn in planks of wood. That's pretty good. For our platform trim, I'm just gonna take in this base game one here just to kind of match the pillars. Then I'm going to take this exterior trim and just trace this around the sides and also bring it up around the half of the house. I'm going to go in with this wood grain from Snowy Escape, put that right there. I'm going to add this little blue cottage door in the back just because I think it's cute. Just adding some finishing touches here. I'm going to place this roof piece here from Get Together. Then I'm going to take this chimney piece from base game and place that right there. And with that, I do believe that we finished the outside of our up house. So saving the best for last, we definitely have to add the iconic balloons coming out of the chimney here. I'm going to use this from the Party Essentials kit. I am going to start, I kind of want it to stick out slightly, you know, like they're bundled. But let's start there. Oh, they're so cute. They have little lights on them too. And then I'm just going to go in and add these forever. So here I am. I'm just going to make this a speed build section because it was a lot of balloons. I did not size them up, which was a choice, but honestly, I think the end effect is much more satisfying. So here I am just kind of filling in with the bundles of balloons around to make it kind of that teardrop shape like in the movie. And then I started to realize that I was making it very two-dimensional and it should definitely be more three-dimensional. So I kept rotating the camera and that was getting a little confusing, but then I just started to find a groove with it and fill it out. The hardest part was the roof wouldn't let me place them any higher than a certain amount. So I found that to be challenging. So I kept swapping between the bundle and then the floor version. So that's what I am doing here. I really just kind of got into a meditative trance doing this and kind of felt like when you do a coloring book or something. So it was actually quite relaxing after a while. So I just went in and filled in all the spots. So I didn't want any of those ribbons poking out. And overall, I think it turned out really, really cool. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, that hurt. My wrist hurts so bad. I have to stretch it out. Oh man. That was really fun though. I felt like it was almost meditative. So now, just to finish things off, I'm going to bring in a little white picket fence. I'm going to find a little gate, goes with it, and I'm just gonna go in with a little terrain paint. I really like this one that has like little grass in it. So we're just going to bring that right up to our front door. If you want it to be smoothed out, just do the square tool, kind of make it a little bit smoother all the way up. Then I'm going to go and make that a little path, like it's been here for a while. It kind of matches the other one, but just like it's a little outdated maybe. That's good. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of dirt and then make it a little softer and just kind of go in on the sides like it's been worn down a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go in like little places. Next, I'm gonna add a bunch of rubble, like it's been lifted off of the ground. I won't bore you with all of that, but I will be back in a second. All right, we're back. So I dug around debug a little bit, and this is kind of what I came up with. So I found this sort of structure. I think it's a sculpture that broke or something. So I put that there just to hide that little platform we had. I scattered some rocks around here. This is all just like debug items. This is a big pile of dirt that I sized up to make it look like it was sort of ripped out of the foundation. And I think it turned out pretty good. This is just some wood panels, things like that. I found this really nice maple tree. This is a catastrophe that happened. Seeing this floating house, there was a car accident, and look, it even has a cracked windshield. Aww. But it knocked over this light post, and they're already on top of it. This is like a little, what are these called? I forget what they're called. Electrical post that got kind of knocked sideways a little bit from all of the commotion. I found this little mailbox. I felt like it gave the same energy as the one from the movie. And then there's some letters because of course he's not really caring about checking his mail or getting back to anyone. He's got a mission to go. So I think that this is our up build. Yes. Let me pull in here a little bit. It's really hard to see the whole thing in its entirety, but there you go. This is our little up build, but I have one more trick up my sleeve. So we're gonna go into window coverings and we're gonna find a really fun curtain here. I'm gonna size this up. I'm gonna pull it up like it's coming out of the house. We're gonna raise this up a little bit. And this is gonna be like our wings that he uses to steer. so we can really take flight. Then let's see, let's find another fun one. I kind of like this sunny shade one. This one is yellow. Any other fun color? Oh, this one has clouds. This is perfect. All right, so we're gonna size this guy up. We're gonna raise it up. We're gonna stick that right on the house. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I kind of want to make this a different color. Let's make this orange. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we are ready to take flight and head to our next destination. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I did not anticipate that taking up so much time. It is nearly dark where I'm at, but honestly, I was having so much fun. So all those little balloons took so much time, but I got into a really meditative state, so I actually really enjoyed it. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps point what I will be making and what you want to see, and just really build out this little community. Yeah. I would really love to do a part 2, so put in the comments what you want to see. I really want to decorate that inside, and then maybe we'll take it on a journey somewhere. So keep an eye out there. Thanks you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.